30 seconds.
Yeah, he said he'd be back in like a minute. So,
the NFL has started officially tonight. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, preseason, nobody gives a crap about that, though.
I do. Sunday football.
Yeah,
it's the time for the bench warmers.
Right, exactly. You know,
the bench warmers are the ones who play the hardest.
That is true. You're absolutely right. This is because they don't want to get cut.
Exactly.
Yeah, just want to get cut, man. I was watching that Hard Knocks, I think it's called. I think it's on HBO or whatever.
Yeah.
And you know, I think that was last year when they did the Rams. I was just like, dude, I got cut today. Like, damn. No, I don't know if he was crying or not.
Sometimes they're big dudes, you know what I'm saying? You work out, whatever, and they be crying to get cut. But it's their livelihood. So.
I just got cut, man.
I'm talking about crying. Like, really?
Where I'm from, getting cut is a totally different meaning, yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
I know about that, too.
If you guys don't know, we're just doing a little pregame here because
it's the pregame.
We're kind of taking a play from the playbook of Next podcast. Kind of do a little pregame
Next podcast. What is that?
I have no idea. The only podcast I know of these days is just Coffee Casuals and Consoles. Snap and Smell channel.
Shout out to Snap. Yo, we had was it this past Wednesday? It was last Wednesday. We had Showstopper on, and I gotta say, like there are times you have special guests and everything is cool and stuff like that. But I swear, Showstopper felt like a perfect fit for the panel. Man, he was chiming in at the right time. He was funny as hell. It was just we had a blast having Showstopper on.
Yeah, I think I missed that one. I think it was doing something. I try to catch them though. I try to catch them like when they're on, but for some reason, like my internet at work has been really slow and crappy.
That's because McDonald's Wi-Fi isn't good to begin with, man.
I don't work at McDonald's. Get out of here.
Dude, you left that door open, man. I had to walk.
I know. You know, Phonybot. You know.
Hey, it's McDonald's.
Phonybot 4K8.
4K, more
4K with an X.
more like PH. Fo.
PHAT, fat.
Fat.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's where I grew up. That's the era I grew up in, where we spell fat with a PH.
I would appreciate it if you guys would turn off your phones or silence them, please.
Oh, never mind.
That's me. My bad. I'm sitting here trying to get the game on.
Don't worry. It's an iPhone. No, that was my phone. And don't worry about it. It's an iPhone. It's gonna go dead in like 20 minutes anyway.
Oh wow, dang! How can you hate on the iPhone, dude? I mean,
dude, the battery life is horrible, man.
It is horrid. It's so bad.
Dude,
See, I don't have that problem with my iPhone or my iPad. The battery life is nice on both of them.
All right, check this out. I went from having a Lumia 1520 and a Windows 950 XL, right? And those, the battery life is 2 days if you just want to use it for text messaging and calling. With social media, it's over 24 hours until your battery dies.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, I think I think Apple needs to call over Microsoft to work out a deal when it comes to their battery technology or something.
Yeah,
which iPhone do you have?
The 6 Plus, the big screen sucker.
Okay, yeah, that one. Yeah, I read about that one having a ridiculous battery.
Well, OSnaps has the regular 6, I believe, and hers is just as bad though. So
I have the 7 Plus, and mine is fine.
But do you have a 3.5 millimeter jack?
No. I have a 7 too, but I don't.
To be straight up honest, though, like I hadn't been in any situations where that has really like bothered me yet, and I was surprised. But I use mostly Bluetooth devices anyway, so You know, it hadn't really. I hadn't got to the
iPhone's
point
made
where
for you, man.
Yeah,
That's what it is. Oh, I'm finally getting into the chat now. I can't wait to say hi to everybody.
You sounded so excited about that.
I am always excited. I love
the enthusiasm.
I love people actually want to hear me like talk. That is incredible to me. My entire life, my family has told me to shut the fuck up constantly. And now I am out someplace and I am talking about something I love, and people actually want to hear me talk. For the most part, I mean, I got fans and I got people that love to hate me. I got people that say my voice is annoying. But it's all good, man. I absolutely love talking live. Oh, it's Dirty. Dirty J is in the chat. What is going on, brother, man?
Shout out Dirty J.
That dude is everywhere.
Straight up, all the time.
Wendy. Oh, of course, Siberia. One of my biggest supporters for my rock out every Sunday, where I get to play Rock Band, and everybody just hangs out with me live.
Yeah, I watched that this past Sunday, but you be getting down, boy.
Oh, hell yeah. Yo, that's the way I've played Guitar Hero and Rock Band the entire time, man. Like, yeah. I watch people with videos, and they're just sitting down, and they're strumming up and down, and they're concentrating so hard. I'm like, dude, that's not – you're not supposed to do it that way. You're supposed to feel like you're a rock star on stage. So that's what I do, man.
All right, we're going to go ahead and get this thing started. Y'all want to pipe down. We're going to get this intro in real quick.
You guys ready? Shut up. Like next podcast. You guys ready?
All right.
You guys ready to check out the intro?
Yeah, let's check out this intro. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, wow.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? This is Quest Podcast, back for another show Thursday night. We got a very special guest tonight. AlldayDigital's decided to drop through, rock out with us tonight. And you know, we got Bot too. We can't really call Bot a special guest. It's like home to him, so he always here.
You can call me special. There's multiple definitions for special, so you call me special.
Nah, man, I'm not doing that. But
yeah, special ed.
Let me let everybody introduce themselves first. Let's get to the special guest all day.
What's going on, everybody? We're doing it live. Nah, man, what up, man? It's the pettiest gamer, man. Fuck Fortnite. And I'm ready to get this show started, man. Thanks for having me. It's going to be a great one, and you can expect me to be petty as always.
Dude, one time you enlightened me with your pettiness, and I was horrified. Absolutely horrified by it.
It gets worse every hour. Just keep me on. The longer you keep me, the more acid you swim in.
Damn, all day. He said enlightened at first and horrified at the end, man. What did you do to this dude?
I don't know, man.
Those hot pockets were coming out of his beard, and I was like, damn.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
you want to start early, huh?
Uh-oh. All right, well, let me cut y'all off real quick. Next up, we got Xbot. Y'all already know who it is, so let them know again.
What's going on, everybody? And I am back on the Quest Podcast, guys. Just to let you know, I got a little insider information. I saw the topics pretty much about an hour ago. We got some fire topics, and I can't wait to get in and talk about this stuff, especially the epic Fortnite. Let's go.
See, I'm right there with you.
That's gonna be really good. I can already feel it coming on. That's gonna be a real good topic. All right, Artemis.
What is up, guys and gals? Dark Artemis here, back at it again on the Quest Podcast. So happy to be here tonight with All Day and an Xbot448 coming in on a clutch, dude. You came on a clutch, bro. Like we were like last second. You were like, I'm coming in. I'm taking over.
I come in like Jordan against the Trailblazers, man. Six 3-pointers in a quarter. Let's do this.
Nice. What they know about that, but
yeah, they don't know. They don't know.
All right, and last but not least, I'm your host, MBaines99. Let's get this party started. First of all, like we do every week, we're just gonna go through what everybody's been playing, and we'll start off with All Day. What you've been playing this week, man?
This week has been really tight with time, so I have been playing The Walking Dead Michonne, the spinoff series or whatever. Been playing a little bit of that, and I just started. I think it's called. Been playing some of that, and I uninstalled Fortnite too as well. Yeah, man. I plan on beating Finch this week, hopefully. But yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. So you started Finch?
Yeah, I started it yesterday, like 3 hours before work. Play a little bit of it. I liked it. It's pretty cool. Probably finish it later this week. But yeah, time's been kind of busy this week, so ain't been playing too much.
Yeah, I heard a lot about that. What remains of Edith Finch? Is that?
Yeah, Edith Finch. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard a lot about that.
I saw some of the transitions from like level to level, man. I really want to play that shit because that shit look crazy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I want to spend $19 on it since it's only 2 hours.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You got to really like that narrative base, man. So.
Yeah. All right, Bot, what you been playing this week?
See, I've been playing Fortnite, of course. I finally got my ninja to evolve up to level 2. I got a special ability where once I take out one of the husks, I turn into this like black shadow figure, and they have a hard time seeing me. So I run into the crowd, start hacking them up. Just Cause 3 for anybody who has a PS4 out there and you have PS Plus. Just Cause 3 is free. I downloaded that. I didn't get a chance to play that. When it launched, and I always looked at that title and I'm like, man, do I want to spend that money? And I always held off, and now I get it for free. So I started playing that. It's a lot of fun. Takes a little getting used to when it comes to like the gameplay, what to do with the buttons and stuff like that. L1 for the grappling hook, but when you use it with a parachute, like I'm getting used to the button configuration on that. Uncharted 4, I decided that I'm gonna move forward. I tried to only play Uncharted 4 and stream it. Like I wanted to go through and experience the game with my subscribers and stuff like that. But I didn't have a chance to set up the stream today, and I really wanted to play. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it, man. I'm jumping into it. I beat the cathedral level, and that shit was absolutely bananas. The cave that I was in, like the God rays coming through at the top and stuff. The game just looks absolutely phenomenal. Of course, I do Rock Out every Sunday, so I played Rock Band this past Sunday. I schooled the family in Halo 5. We had a Halo family night, right? And we had the 9-year-old twins kind of like taking turns on their profiles. The 14-year-old was in there, and of course, snaps. And I showed no mercy whatsoever. And by the time I was done, they didn't want to play with me anymore. So that was a lot of fun. But that's pretty much it for now. I'm pumped for this month because this is a Sonic month for me because Sonic Mania is coming out, and I don't know. That's pretty much it right now, man.
All right, that's what's up. Artemis, what you got?
I've been playing a little bit of Destiny. Just trying to get my Titan to level 20. Because
it sounded like he didn't want to say that either. He was
it's because normally I'm a hunter type of character. I usually like to run around and go lone wolf. So the hunters are always kind of the better characters for that.
You're not the lone wolf, man. Come on.
I'm a lone wolf, dude. In Destiny, that happens. I also played and finished Little Nightmares. I know you can't believe it.
Nice.
It was good. That's the thing about that game. I was kind of like expecting, I think, a little bit more. I think I was expecting more of like an Inside or Limbo. I mean, they're kind of similar, but this one
you got the satisfaction with that ending, right?
Right, that's true.
Yeah,
that is true. But I think I was still kind of like, I guess I just wanted more. I was hoping more than just 5 chapters. I know they added the DLC to it, but I'm not going to buy that just to, have the more episodes and stuff. I'm not going to do that. But it was a fun game. Also been playing Gears of War multiplayer. I play a little bit of Fortnite, but we'll get into that later.
I better not be the only one singing Fortnite's praises tonight, yo. I swear.
I don't know. I guess you'll have to wait and find out. But that's about it, man. I haven't really touched too much games this week.
All right. Well, as for myself, I play a little bit of Kingdom Hearts. I've been playing a lot of multiplayer this week. I've been playing a lot of Uncharted 4's multiplayer, Titanfall 2, Battlefield 1, Halo 5. So I've been playing a lot of multiplayer. And I started Bulletstorm last night. So that's been about it for me this week. Bulletstorm seems like it's going to be a really good game, though. Really good game so far. But,
oh, yeah, it's a fun game, man. Definitely a fun game.
Yeah, we'll get into the next topic then. Titanfall 2 has now been admitted to EA Access, and also they have removed, or they are going to remove, a game, FIFA 14. What do you guys think? Anybody play Titanfall 2, or did you already have it?
Well, I already had it. It's a great game, man. If you guys haven't played it yet, definitely play through the story campaign. Like at first, I was kind of like iffy on the story campaign because it's kind of generic in the beginning, but then it starts picking up towards the second chapter, and you start getting through different levels and stuff. It's a lot of fun. Just doing wall running and jumping off of the wall and shooting some dude in the face is satisfying as fuck. Multiplayer wise, the game's not that great for multiplayer. It's definitely not a Call of Duty. They kind of actually, funny thing is with Titanfall 2, they kind of went more Call of Duty this time around than they did with
man.
They put it in the infrastructure of the multiplayer, the whole 3-lane process. Like they built it off of what they built, like what they built Call of Duties off of in terms of multiplayer. So yeah, it's gonna definitely feel like that, man.
Well, so they got a lot of the old. They just added a lot of the old maps from the first Titanfall too.
That is true. They definitely did it. I mean, to be honest, if you have EA Access, get that shit right now because it is an absolutely fun game, and plus, it'll hold you off until some of these other games come out in the fall.
Right. Anybody else?
I've had Titanfall 2 for a while now, and I gotta say that new kind of like that horde mode that they put in, kind of like what they did in Titanfall 1. That's a lot of fun to play, man. I wasn't even spending money on upgrades throughout the 5 levels, and I went in and I whooped ass. I just want everybody out there to know that. I had the longest life duration out of everybody there, and I wasn't hiding in the corner or anything. I was at the front lines, shooting up everything that moved. But that's a lot of fun. I will say I'll go back in and play that more.
Okay, I was interested in that, man. I haven't played it yet, but I was just kind of wondering how it is. So it's fun, huh?
Oh,
you guys talking about the Titanfall 2 horde mode?
Yeah, the horde mode.
Oh yeah, I ain't tried it yet. As soon as we get a little crew together, I don't play multiplayer shit by myself. But whenever we get a nice little squad together, I'm ready to go through it. It's free, right?
Yeah. DLC is free on Titanfall 2. So.
Oh yeah,
but
I'm interested. Is it just waves with little grunts or what?
No, it's actually waves. They'll have like those medium-sized robots that are in the game come at you, and then they have Titans, actual like AI Titans coming up, and you're trying to defend this post where they're trying to destroy it, and like they'll come at you like 5-6 Titans deep, at once.
That sounds pretty fun. I heard it's fun, so I'm excited to jump in there and play some.
Yeah, I was in with a bunch of randos, but what I did was I took my pilot, right? I dropped my Titan on one side of like this hall, like this like hallway type thing. And then I stayed in the doorway as my pilot. So I had him defending one side, and I was just launching grenade launchers at the AI Titans from the other side. So we basically pinned the AI into a corner, and we started tearing everything apart, yeah.
So wait, so your cooldowns, is it like speed up faster or how's that work? Like,
they go up pretty quick, man, because like, AI is not as smart as some of the people that you run into in multiplayer, right? So you could get a pretty good handle on the AI, and I think it's I don't think it builds up quicker. I just think you kick ass more. So with
more
doing
things
that,
to kill. Yeah, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay.
But as far as it being in EA Access, I mean, it's another game that you could get, in the vault. EA Access is a great feature in my opinion. I wish more platforms would actually kind of adopt that or whatnot. But as far as FIFA 14 getting kicked out, it's 14. It's from 2014. EA did state in the beginning that they reserve the right as they add in to also take games out. And if this is a sign of things to come, I mean, there's already been like three FIFAs in the meantime. So
yeah, I mean, people should take that as a positive. You know what I mean? You want to see things get swapped out for newer stuff.
Yeah,
yeah. They just cited special circumstances. They didn't really go into detail about why they've taken it out. But like you said, it is FIFA 14. So I mean. And I doubt. I think EA is, pretty steadfast in the fact that they want to keep the games in there. So I doubt that this is going to happen often unless they just have to for some other circumstances.
It might have been music licenses as well.
Yeah,
because
something like that. Some type of licensing issue probably is what the deal is. But they don't state specifically in the article what it was. But
for anybody who got hot-headed over this, just remember this is FIFA 14. Go to your local GameStop, Walmart, Target, or GameStop and Best Buy for the most part. You go to the pre-owned section and see how much that game is now. It's like dirt cheap. So if you really want to keep playing it, shovel out that $4 to pick up the game. I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything. I don't think it's a bad omen or anything. I really feel that it had something to do with some type of licensing issue. It had to. Well, but like I said,
and then too, you got to think about it. I mean, Netflix, they swap out movies and shows all the time. So
right.
I think it's something that comes with the territory of streaming service, not streaming services, but like ad service content. You know what I mean? Like, it's bound to happen with certain things.
Right, and EA has had a great track record with EA Access. They haven't. This is the first time this has happened. So
yeah,
I don't think it's a tale of bad things to come. I think they're pretty decent with this service. You got anything else to add, Animus?
For them taking out FIFA 14, I mean, whatever. It doesn't really matter. They already have 15, 16, and 17 in there. I mean, at this point, I don't think anybody's really upset about FIFA 14 being gone. I'm just, they have to make room for. It's like Netflix, they have to make room for other games. They don't have enough space on their servers to put, more games when they already have backlog games that they can get rid of.
Right.
So it's a good thing. It's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. So,
yeah,
you can't go both sides of the road like that, man. You can't say
I can do whatever I want.
What the hell? Y'all trying to be all PR over here, man. You pick a side and go for it. Yeah.
Hey, let him do his PR step. We'll All right, we're gonna move along. Telltale Games, they're bringing the Batman and the Guardian series to the Switch. This leaked. I think the Switch is actually good for these type of games.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take this one first. I mean, you know what? I haven't beat Guardian of the Galaxy. I haven't beat that one, but I did beat the Batman, which is a great game, by the way. I'm a fanatic. Great addition to the video game aspect of Batman. So, especially with their take on it, it's pretty good. But I mean, you already see this game. These Telltale games on iOS devices and tablets and Android or whatever. So it's really not that far off from being on the Switch. Only my issue is just that those games really don't hold the replay value, as other games do. So it's a good opportunity for people to play it. That's on the Switch, and that's the only thing they have. But like I said, it's a good addition, but I just don't see the replay value in after you did it once.
Now, when you talk about the replay value, I thought these games, because I don't play these games, but I thought they have like several. I think they had several different endings, but
I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me, but after I beat it, and I've heard from different people too that the changes that happen in those games aren't too drastic.
Right. Okay.
They're still kind of streamlined. The changes are minimal. You know what I mean? The stuff does change if you pick different decisions, but it's not crazy.
Right. Right.
But like I said, I don't know, man. For me, I don't know if I can go through it one twice if I really liked it.
Okay.
Now, everybody knows I love the Telltale games. Those are probably some of my favorite indies. I know. I still call them indies because they are. They're fucking indies.
You're a fraud, man.
It's all right. It's fine. I'm okay with being a fraud. Okay, I can stand out as being a fraud. But I have to say, them coming to the Switch, it's good for everyone, especially since the Switch is very a mobile console. These people are going to be.
It's a handheld.
It really is. I mean,
Dark, I am going to get on your ass today. I swear, man. You better start talking some common sense, man.
You're absolutely right. It is a handheld. It's not something that that people are treating as a home console. I think most people are taking it on the go with them everywhere they go, and I haven't really heard too much of people, at least in my circle and people that I know, haven't really been taking that Switch on at home. They haven't really been playing it. They've been playing it on the go because they're always traveling and doing things like that. So, games like Telltale games, if they're on a flight, they can play all the way through that and probably the next one and still have time to play some other games. And for them to kind of come to the Switch, it kind of makes sense. If they really want to push this Switch out there, they kind of have to do something that kind of offsets what they don't have, like especially since they don't have like some of the more bigger third-party support that they kind of got when they kind of depleted that from the Wii U. So it's kind of like, oh, okay.
Man, he was being nice there too.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to be as nice as I can possibly be. I could have been like,
you guys are dancing around like the biggest plus to this, but I don't know.
Why don't you enlighten us?
All right, check this out. Telltale, right? Has a following, all right? Has a community out there. Like they have been able to do something when they first came out with The Walking Dead. They created their own kind of consumer, right? So you have the Switch, which is selling incredibly. They are just broadening that consumer base when it comes to the Switch. So the people who are Telltale Games fans, they're really fans, man. There are some people that get into those games so hard. So now they can market it as, hey, you could take that game on the go with you. The Nintendo, like, call them what you want. They have made some weird ass decisions like throughout the Wii U and even into the Switch, but they are broadening their consumer base even more now. And I think a lot of people are actually going to pick up those games, those hardcore Telltale people. They're going to be buying Switches as well just because of that. Like, that is the type of following that Telltale Games has, and it's crazy, man.
So you're saying these could actually be console sellers for them?
To a certain group of people, for those diehard Telltale people out there. And another thing is, like, when it comes to Telltale, there are fans of that type of game, like when they came out with The Walking Dead. But then they have like these kind of like subcategory fans, and they have like the Walking Dead fans who just get that season out there. Then they have now Guardian of the Galaxy is absolutely huge since the first two movies. Before that, it was only really, really big in the comic book space. But so now there's diehard fans for that will go and get a Switch to be able to bring that game with them as well. It's a really good it was a really good choice, a really good business move with Nintendo and Telltale.
Yeah, I feel you. I really do. These games just don't appeal to me, but they will be good for.
Dude, they don't appeal to me either, man. I'm looking at it more.
Dare you?
I see. I try to look at it through every eyeglass. You know what I'm saying? I might not be into
all the eyeglasses except the fraud pair. Get out of here, fraud.
Nah, man, I played. I tried to play Borderlands. Man, I fell asleep. I said, this is my third time I said
that game is hilarious, bro. Give it a shot. It's hilarious.
It is.
Stop playing it so damn late.
Funny.
Well, that's true too. That's true. But hell, even if I do play it late, it still should keep my attention if it's good. You know what I'm saying?
No, that game moves too slow to keep you awake, bro. I'm sorry. I agree with you.
I'm gonna try. I've always said I'm gonna try it again. But man, I was like, once I fell asleep playing it, and I woke up and my hands on the controller. I'm like, what in the world? I cut it off. I'm like, man, what this crap? I'm not playing this. But I'm gonna try it again. Yeah.
Man, I fell asleep playing Grand Theft Auto before. Like I was flying a helicopter. I fell asleep. I woke up like I saw nothing but mountain in front of me. Like,
I always fall asleep during the Lego games. I know that's blasphemy, but
no, it's not, dude. I am so tired of Lego games. They are all the same, just reskinned. Like
they really are.
Indiana Jones. Yeah. The only thing that kind of got me was when they came out with the Lego Marvel superheroes, because they put so many Marvel characters. I'm a Marvel fanatic. My favorite villain is Carnage from the Spider-Man series, and they had Carnage in the game. I was like, what? And then I couldn't get far enough to actually unlock Carnage. Like I was like, nah, I can't do this no more. Yeah.
All right, well, we beat that subject up. We'll move on from the Telltale. Injustice 2. It seems like they're adding more and more Mortal Kombat characters. It's been leaked that Cyrix may be added. I think in the article stated that Sub-Zero's already been added. So what do you guys think about this trend of Mortal Kombat moving over?
I'm an Injustice 2 fanatic, another round fiend, so I'll take it. Okay. I'll take this for 20. Well,
don't play this guy when he's playing Atrocitus, because he'll freaking mess you up, dude.
You're an Atrocitus main? Come on, man.
I'm decent with them, but I usually main Green Lantern and Batman.
Yo, Dark Optimus knows, man. He can't touch me when I'm Atrocitus. Like
I know it's ridiculous. This uses that one fucking move. That one move that he just punches you in the face like 5 fucking times and shit.
I know I'm a cheap bastard. If you fight me with a fist fight, I'll pick up a brick.
Hell yeah.
Hey, but like this kind of worries me a little bit. You know what I mean? Because we already seen the silhouette. It got leaked a few months. Not leaked, but if you look at all the silhouettes, rated. So. Raiden, Sub-Zero, Cyrax, that's just too many Mortal Kombat characters. You only need one. You're kind of pushing it with 2, to me. You're pushing it with 2. Because the first Injustice only had Scorpion, which is fine. He played good. It was perfect, right? Tit for tat. You know, every entry they'll put a Mortal Kombat character. I get it. But Cyrax, that's doing too much. It kind of makes me wonder why are they holding back on the DCU characters. Like, what's going on? You know, we got there's so many characters you can pick from that repertoire of DC characters to settle for Cyrax.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I don't want them to do that.
How do these characters play any different when they're on Injustice versus Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, they do. But I mean, they still have their kind of like their same movesets, but slightly tweaked. It ain't that different. They might have a couple new moves and whatnot, but that's about it.
Well, that's the thing.
Why do you think they are holding off on these DC characters? Then
I don't know if you guys know. This is me speculating. I don't really know, but like for instance, Static Shock. Like a lot of DC characters are not DC owned. Like there might be licensed out to DC, but they could be like their own intellectual properties that just get licensed by DC. So they may not own certain characters to put them in the game. Like I know Static Shock's one of them. Like everyone wants him to be in the game, but he's not owned by DC.
Or just bring back some of the characters that died in Injustice 1 too. I mean, you can do that.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. Just bring us some more DCU characters. You know,
I want Alfred. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
That would be the shit, yo. Oh my god,
that would be pretty cool.
That'd be dope, right?
Yeah, but like All Day was saying, you know, with the Cyrax and Raiden coming later, it's just like enough is enough, people. We don't need any more Mortal Kombat characters. If we want to play Mortal Kombat, we'll play fucking Mortal Kombat 10. Facts. You know, we'll play that. It's just like we don't need any more of those characters. I mean, yes, it was cool to see
some mad shit in the chat.
Right? I see it. I'm trying to deflect from that right now. But the just Sub-Zero alone is fine. Sub-Zero was cool. They could put in Raiden. That's cool too. But come on, let's not bring in Cyrax. Let's not make this a Mortal Kombat game. Because it's not. It's Injustice. It's DC. We want to see more DC characters. I mean, it was great when they brought in the Red Hood. It was like cool. His moves are kind of whack as fuck, but it was cool.
He's all guns.
After a while, I kind of feel like these motherfuckers are trying to like play the fiddle and pat us on the back for giving us that dog shit DC versus Mortal Kombat. So I feel like they're trying to slowly but surely remake that game, and they just giving us DLC to do it. So I don't know. That's just me.
That's crazy.
Well, now does DC, do they make a Mortal Kombat comic book?
No.
Anybody know?
No, I don't think so.
No. Well, see, that's how to solve it right there. They need to come out with a Mortal Kombat comic book, and then they could say, well, it's DC Universe all the way around. But
I think they had a one shot of Mortal Kombat, but that was about it.
But see, the whole thing is, like, I know Sub-Zero came out, me and All Day, we knew about Raiden. We saw that silhouette. There is no way in hell that shit is not Raiden. And then they're talking Cyrax. But I'm looking at it like, who's that chick? Starfire? Is that what's...
yeah, from Teen Titans, yeah.
Yo, she looks beast anyway. Like, I know people will kind of flock to Sub-Zero because of the name and stuff like that. But for people that have the game and are looking at the DLC characters and stuff, don't sleep on the actual DC characters themselves, because they could turn out to be like better than the Mortal Kombat guys, and they're just throwing those in there for the names.
Right. I have to absolutely agree with you on that, because some of those characters in Injustice 2 now are a lot better than Sub-Zero. There's a couple of them in there, and I'd have to probably say maybe Catwoman's fucking badass. She's quick, she's fast. Who else would it be?
I'm tired of facing Harley Quinn, though. There's too many.
But yeah, that's true. That is true.
Too many.
But there's so many characters that are in the DC universe that they could add to this game that they haven't yet, and they're probably not going to, and that sucks. But they might be saving them for the next Injustice. I'm pretty sure they're going to make another one.
You know what has me thinking too? Maybe the sales aren't too great. Maybe as they projected. So maybe the legacy characters of Mortal Kombat will boost up, will make people run out and buy it.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, could be true. They're living off some of the legacy, and there's nothing wrong with that. But just don't fucking overdo it. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely got to agree, it is a concern because there are hardcore DC fans out there, and that you can watch like YouTube videos of Injustice 2, and you can see who are the hardcore DC comic people, and a lot of them are starting to get like, yo, what the fuck's going on with all this? Like, we rather have like this kind of like this character from this long ago who appeared in this comic and stuff like that. They still have to be true to their original fan base, and their original fan base is DC.
I would be surprised if the sales weren't that good, but just taking anecdotal evidence, from my friends list, most of everybody, when it came out, a lot of them were playing Injustice 2 on the Xbox and the PlayStation.
Oh yeah.
So I'll be surprised if it didn't sell well.
I don't know, man. It's just it makes me like, I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm throwing out shit because they throwing shit at me, so.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, man. I want Cyrax. Keep this robot ass over there. You know what I mean? Like, fuck.
That's true.
Like, instead of Sub-Zero, I would have put Noob Saibot in there. You know what I mean? Like, change it up.
Oh, Noob. Oh, my goodness.
That'd have been dope. Yeah, he kind of fits it more than Sub-Zero to me.
And see,
go ahead.
I would say not only that, but with Netflix and TV shows like, The Flash and Arrow out there, I know there was a lot of people who are asking for Zoom from the Flash season and stuff like that. They can add more that's DC, and it's newer DC, and it's stuff that people want, instead of relying on good old faithful Mortal Kombat. And hopefully the devs are listening to the people as they're coming out with this stuff, and they can go in and either make like a limited edition Zoom skin that has kind of like different powers that kind of deal with how he was portrayed in the TV show and stuff like that.
All right. Well,
Hey, last thing I say, man, I want a Jason Momoa skin for Aquaman, bro. Now use him. That's the only
That'd be crazy. Yeah, blonde hair, blue eyed Aquaman. No more.
Yeah, I
no
can't
more.
do it, man. No offense, man. He just looks weak, man.
Yo, all day. Every time I hear Aquaman, I think of Kanye West in South Park, man.
was y'all talking about the old school Aquaman?
Yeah,
Yeah, I used to watch that all the time, man. Aquaman has changed so much.
Yeah.
Well, the new one from the movies though, they need to come out with that skin, man. They do because
only reason, remember last Injustice they came out with the skin for Zod from the movie, so it's possible.
Oh yeah. But the way when that trailer, when you saw him like body surfing, fucking down through the building and just comes busting out the side, like, yo, that is a badass Aquaman right there. Like they need to put that skin in the game.
So would y'all rather old school Zod or this new school Zod? Like
they went new school.
All right, they should bring back like the old school Zod skin from back in the old Superman movie. Damn,
yo, Baines, are you a DC fan or something here? Something I don't know about, man.
I just remember watching the movies when I was young with my pops, and you know, that's all he liked to watch. So I just remember them old school's characters, you know.
He's not a nerd like you, Bot.
Oh, I'm a straight up nerd, man. I don't give a shit. Yo. I'm a Marvel fanatic. Yo, I grew up. My dad was an inch away from 7 foot tall, and he used to collect comic books. Right? Can you imagine?
Yeah, mine too.
Me at like 7 years old, right? My dad, damn near 7 foot tall. We go into the comic book store. We demanded respect. People were just like, "Holy shit!" Like that was one of the best parts growing up, man. And I read, dude. I have like first appearance of the Punisher. I have first appearance of Wolverine. I have Silver Surfer #1. Like I got all these like crazy comic books, and I got to read them all as a kid. Like my dad, he wasn't like, "Yo, don't touch that shit. It's worth like $450." He was like, "You know what? If you rip that, those are yours." Like when it's all said and done.
My pops was big on comic books too. Back in the day, in our attic, it was like full of old school comic books, full of them. He used to just, you know, he loved them. He would go and buy them, you know, and then just stock them. So yeah, I remember that too. But we're gonna go ahead and move on. Sinner is a new action RPG just coming out. It's from a development team. I think they're called Darker something. It's supposed to be like an indie. It looks a lot like Dark Souls, like a lot like Dark Souls with just a different character.
Trash.
That shit looks, like yo, the graphics look polished as shit.
They really do, right? It looked really good. But my problem with a lot of these games, man, is first of all, they're starting a pattern of just trying to take this same type winning formula and keep it moving. But you know, people need to kind of do their own thing. And then number two is that there's just always no immersive story there. There's always a story that you have to go look deep and search for. And that's my issue with these type of games. But this one looks cool. I won't be interested when it comes out, but for those that like those types, you probably need to check this one out. Did you guys get a chance to look at it?
Yeah, I checked it out. Go ahead, Bot.
No, I was gonna say I saw the trailer like a couple days ago, and at first when it first started playing, I was like, man, what the hell is this? But then when they actually zoomed in on what was going down, the actual gameplay and the fighting and stuff, I was like, holy shit! There was a lot of polish to that. The metals had a lot of light reflection and stuff like that. You know, Baines, when you talk about that winning formula thing, it's something that's done in just about every single industry, though. If something is successful, there are a bunch of people like right in line, right behind it to be like, man, we got the next big one. And it's for the most part, it's never like as good as the original.
Right.
But I mean, you're going to have to expect stuff like that. They do it in movies. They do it in games. They do it everywhere. Dishwashers, like fucking everywhere. Like they try to do stuff like that. So
do you get into these type of games?
I don't. I haven't played any to actually get into them. I never owned a Dark Souls or anything like that. So I don't really know. I would like to try it, but man, again, when it comes to my wallet, sometimes I could be a little like, this is my money. And I just don't right now. I got so many games I'm playing. Like, I don't know if I could add one of those to that list and give it its time right now.
Yeah. So and this one too is just boss battles. Like, You go. I guess it looks like you're going from one boss battle to the next.
Damn, it's like Dark Souls and Cuphead put together, because that's the way Cuphead started out. It was just boss battles.
Yeah. And then one of the other things they were saying, like, it's not like you're going to be able to get stronger before you get to a boss, like in like your Dark Souls or whatever. You're going to have to face the boss. In fact, you're going to have to give up something before you go face the boss, making it a harder contact, you know. So that seems like a decent enough twist.
Yeah, that sounds kind of crazy.
Yeah. What do you guys think, Artemis?
Oh, you know me, man. You know me. You know what I'm gonna say. You already know. Trash, dude. Get that shit out of here, man. Why are they doing this shit? Dude, that's the thing. Like, why are they doing this shit? Why are they fucking? Oh, this could be like Dark Souls. It's gonna be like Dark Souls, guys. It's gonna be fucking hard. That's all it's gonna be.
Dark Souls. Like, that'll win them over. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. It's like, why are you doing this? It doesn't make any sense. But I mean, it looks like a cool game, just not my type of game, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Bot said, it's that winning formula. Go ahead, Aldo.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say any game. I mean, there's a thin line. I mean, that like once companies cross the cloning type of genre, where lawbreakers, once companies start copying other games, sometimes it could turn out dope, right? But that doesn't grab my interest. I've been gaming too long, and I've took too many L's. You know what I'm saying? So when I see games already coming out, we're like Dark Souls, yeah, no. I can't rock with that. Even if, it would have to get praised, highly acclaimed to even pique my interest. You know what I mean? So and there's too many fucking. You guys saw the list I put out. About to sell my house for video games.
I know, man. I saw that list. I was like, most of those games are coming out at the same time.
It's bad. Right around the same time. So for me to worry about a little indie that might be cool, nah, I can't do it, boss.
Yeah, this one will come out to Q1 next year, so.
Definitely not getting it then.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess Center is going to go down for pretty much everybody on this panel, but it does look pretty cool for those of you who like, that Dark Souls-esque type thing. This is really close to that pattern that they set out. So
where's Luca? Where's Luca at? Like, I want to hear what she thinks.
Next up on the docket,
right here, fam.
Bye.
Next up on the docket, Battlefield. EA's already come out and stated that the new one is going to be coming out next year, 2020. And
you're botting,
they have a 21.
Oh, I'm glad it's not me, man.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, say it over.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah, you're good.
I felt like I'm at the end of the damn Verizon commercial. Anyway, 21 million player base they have now in Battlefield 1. You guys got any wants that you would want from for the next Battlefield? What area do you think they want to take it?
Vietnam. If they take it Vietnam, it'll remind me of when they came out with the Vietnam DLC for I think Battlefield Bad Company.
Bad Company 2.
Was it 2?
Yep.
I thought it was okay. It was 2. Yeah. Man, that DLC was so much fun, man. I'm jonesing for another game that's in set in Vietnam.
Yeah, you remember that map had like the farm in it? That shit was crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do.
I remember that.
And Battlefield can do something like that and really make it like a special type of game, especially since Vietnam was kind of considered like one of those wars that was like, why are we even fucking there kind of thing.
Oh, I mean the one we lost?
Yeah, the one we lost, yeah.
Any other ideas for the next Battlefield?
Oh, I got an idea. How about space and jetpacks? Is everybody down with that?
Everybody Bot looks around, everyone has their knives out.
We'll call it Battlefield Boots in Space. We could doing that? Man. No.
I would say modern day. At least timepieces are cool. I mean, I don't know. They did this one well. For me. This is for me. I had fun with the game for a little bit, play with friends, play online, but after a while, man, those guns just not enough variety for me. I didn't really feel like, oh, this is my gun. Oh yeah, I'm going to war.
Exactly.
Yes. I didn't feel like this is my gun, this is my rifle. I didn't feel that way. Usually in shooting games, you get that connection with that pistol. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this is my baby, or this is my rifle, this is my baby, my shotgun. I didn't feel connected with any of those guns. I'd rather have a modern day shooter, or it could be slightly in the future, slightly,
Right.
Not no fucking laser beams and fucking hologram, teleport, none of that shit. No, just give me a slightly futuristic Battlefield. I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, I got a question for you guys, man, and I'll let you know I am not a big like war game person. Like I don't pick up every Call of Duty. I did pick up Battlefield 1. I did get it from a friend of mine or whatnot, and I had fun with it. But
you got it from me, dude.
Yeah, like I said, a friend of mine. Unless you're not my friend anymore, motherfucker.
We're not.
That's it. I'm leaving. No, but why when it comes to like war games and stuff like that, why do we always like pick something to which America is involved in? Like, why can't they come out with a Battlefield that has to deal with the drug war in South America? And stuff like, no, but seriously,
what the fuck?
No. They always, first of all, the big wars and
like narco and shit.
America is always the focal point. But yo, if you want to change it up, like if you're tired of seeing like World
War II, Ghost Recon Bot. What the fuck? Huh? That's in Bolivia.
That's in Bolivia. And who are the main characters? Where did they come from? Yeah, oh, okay, I got you. Do you see what I'm saying?
That's the thing. The war on drugs. Like if they did like Narcos or something like that, it would be American people that you would be playing as. Because
no. Well, there are people that are aligned with them as well. Like the focal point is always on like America and stuff like that. Like and you're gonna get tired. There's only so much that you can do to which like this country has been involved in, but there's been a lot more that have gone on through history in other parts of the country, like other parts of the world and stuff like that, that nobody ever focuses on. And that always seemed like weird to me. I don't know why. I know America it's America, fuck yeah, and all that good stuff. But like
why, you mean like the French Revolution or some shit like that, or what? Like
just pick other shit, man. There's so much other shit to pick from. You know what I'm saying? People are like, well, either World War II or Vietnam, and that's
I think it's really risky. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. Because we live in America, dude. We live in America. Right. We want to play as Americans.
Yeah, we do. But guess what? Last time I checked, gaming was a worldwide thing.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying
that is true. You're absolutely right. But here's the thing: people like
if they did it
people
right,
like seeing Americans die. Okay, that's the biggest picture.
Shout out to Stick. He said Americans. He said Americans have the best weapons, and that's why America sells them all over the world to everybody else.
Man, I mean, if they did it right, they could, take another tack. I mean, take it from a different, country's perspective, I guess, and implement something different. They would just have to do it right, though. I mean,
it's just that
like some thin water with that one.
People like there's I know like when it comes to war games, first person shooters in wartime situations, it is a game that sells. I understand that, right? And then people get like they've done World War II to death, right? Now we're getting another Call of Duty World War II, which I'm actually going to play that one. But Battlefield went back to World War I, and people are like, yeah, but how many times are you going to do World War I, World War II, and then eventually Vietnam? Because eventually down the line, they're going to have like 4 or 5 games that are just all Vietnam, right? Like you're going to have to start thinking outside the box if you're going to continue first-person shooter, wartime events and stuff like that. Like so.
Well, they started doing that. They started doing that with the Call of Duty series, and then look what happened. People hated it, and they were like,
"No, they went to like Jupiter and Uranus and shit like that."
Yeah, but still, they try to bring something different. They try to bring, more of a futuristic type of feel to it, and it didn't work out. So, I think that's why they're kind of going back to a more roots-based type of gameplay and game all around.
I say screw that. Bring Skate or Die back. From the original Nintendo. Bring that back. I'll play that over.
We're not getting no Skate or Die until they make a fucking Skate 4. Fuck that.
Oh.
Fuck that. Need Skate 4, man.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Why haven't they made one of those?
I don't know. I mean, maybe the interest isn't there, or maybe investors don't want to get involved. I don't know what it is, man. But,
well, especially since the new generation of consoles. I mean, come on, bring it.
Yes, bring it back, dude.
Bring it back, and make us let us create our own characters, like more in depth this time around too.
Yeah, we talking about games that want to come back. I'll take Fight Night. Give me Fight Night. I don't know about Skate. But give me.
Man, I hear a lot of people say that, but like from what I remember, the last Fight Night, like there was a lot of people complaining.
The story mode was trash, bro. It was bad.
I'm talking about the multiplayer version.
But just the fighting is awesome, but that story mode I didn't really feel that too good.
Yeah. All right, well, we're gonna move on because this one should be a pretty lengthy topic. We'll see.
Fortnite.
Is it Fortnite?
Fortnite has hit 100,000.
Let me go crack open a beer for this one. Hold on. Wait.
Fortnite has hit 500,000 sales. What you?
Oh no, man! I'm here to stay.
Okay.
I'm a grown man.
Hold on. What did you say? Hit what?
500K. See, I'll take it away.
First day.
First day, dude. This fucking game, like, it's boring. It's stupid. It's like I don't understand why people like this game so much. Like I mean, granted, I haven't played it with anybody. Of course, I've been playing it mostly solo because I'm a lone wolf. Okay, that's how I do things. But that game is so boring. There's just like nothing to it. It's in beta right now, so you're basically paying for a beta. Like, luckily I didn't buy it. Remake's a nice game share, so he bought it, and I'm all like, dude, I cannot believe you bought this game. To be honest, because like it's there's nothing there. There's no content. Like you go in and you play the campaign, and that's about it. That's like, and then you keep continuing to play the campaign so you can level up more. It's just it's annoying. I don't like that you have to, continuously.
You're annoying, Dark. Like I said,
I got your back, Dark. I'm about to fucking slay this motherfucker. Wow.
Yeah, do it.
All right.
Let him talk first, and then you can slay him.
Yeah, go ahead, Bot.
No, yo, go ahead.
You good. You good, Bot.
See, yo, I've been having an absolute blast playing this game, and I'm only on the first Storm Shield, and there's 4 of them in the game, right? At first, when you first go into it, it can feel a little intimidating because there are so many different menus, so many things that you can upgrade. You have a resource tier, a skill tier. You can rank up your heroes, you can upgrade your weapons, stuff like that. And at first, man, it looks like a lot, but once you start getting in and understanding like what you're supposed to be doing, how to use your squads properly and matching up their jobs with their personalities and stuff, they give you like really, really good boosts to your character. Like I said, I evolved my ninja. I've been waiting. I waited on my ninja. I didn't spend any XP on my first character. I waited until I unlocked the ninja, and then I just dumped all my XP into him, leveled out the first level like nothing. Got my manuals to be able to evolve him to level 2. It is a blast to play when you're with your friends. That's where I really suggest you go in and do the missions and protecting your storm shield and stuff like that. When I'm alone, what I do is I go back to my storm shield and I refine my base. I'll upgrade all my walls into metal and then upgrade that metal up more so those are stronger. I'll put new traps in and stuff like that. So when I'm not with my friends, I'm actually kind of like it turns into Minecraft for me, where I'm building my building and making sure like my traps and everything are as strong as possible. So I wouldn't suggest like playing alone a lot. You can go in with randos if you want. But to me, there's a lot of stuff in this game with unlocking all your weapons and stuff like that. And I'm having a blast playing it right now. And it was $40. So.
You done?
Oh well, I'm done until you get in, and then when you finish, I'm gonna.
All right. Now I've been following this fucking game since 2011, right? I think it was in a developer diary after I think right around time of Gears of War 3, I do believe. Game looked dope. You know what I mean? They said it was a PC exclusive. You know, I didn't mind upgrading a PC to play it. I was that interested in the game, right? Game comes out, download it. Having trouble with the servers first day. After like the first little mission, I'm like, what the I was like, nah, this can't be it. Seriously? I'm just gotta find a treasure under a house, under a trash can, and then just defend the whole time and do this. Did that like 20 times already. What? It's just fucking mindless. Like, what I do usually, I don't even want to look for the treasure. I'll just fucking sit back, let the other fucker find it, and then I'll help build the fucking base. You know, like, but the mission variety is nothing. It's fucking nothing. You find something. Hey, find this golden tire and then defend waves of enemies. All right. Yeah.
Hold on, you got a golden tire mission? I never got that.
Oh no, you probably got the golden candy bar, didn't you? Nah,
no, I had the van going up in the air and landing a few times.
That's like the first mission.
That it does it multiple times, different parts of the map.
You shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have said that. It made it worse. What I'm saying is that the game has potential. I'm not gonna lie. Like the shooting mechanics are decent. The guns sound really hollow, which I didn't like. But the game, it's something there that could be built upon. Like I do see world events happening for this game, kind of like MMOs have special patches and updates, seasonal things. You know, that's cool, whatever, right? But the game just screams free to play. Screams free to play the whole time you're playing it. Like, and it's just, you know, it's so repetitive. Like, okay, building your base at home, right? I kind of like that part. You know, I don't mind building my base, upgrading your materials, make it look more legit, right? But when you go into my main thing is going into the campaign and doing these same repetitive missions that don't hold any weight. They don't affect the story all that much. You know, it's just it was a letdown for me, man. Like, if this game was $20, cool, I'll spend the dub. Fuck it, whatever. But $40 and it's going free to play next year as well. It's just I felt duped, man. Thank you. I took an L. I got the K Mega syndrome now. Took the L.
Oh no,
that's fine.
Well, you can get the L.
You're going to be crippled for like
diva,
weeks.
Though, man.
That's how he was. He was crippled for weeks. He was like, "Man, I took an L. I don't know what to do."
I'm happy that you helped the development of the game.
You know? Hey, you know what? I had, like I said, I'm not going to front say like I didn't have faith in the game because I had faith. I've been observing the game for years now. I'm glad it's out. You know, I'm glad I got to see what kind of dog shit it is. I'm glad to delete it.
Well, technically, it's not out yet.
Oh God!
Hey, yeah, because apparently it's in beta.
Yeah, it's like you.
I don't understand that. You paid for a beta.
You paid for a beta. You paid for a beta.
It's so crazy to me, man. That is so insane. I mean, at least, you know, I can kind of compare it to Destiny, but like, here's the thing: you paid full $60 for Destiny, but at least, you know, there was some.
It's a better game.
There was just better game. It was just, you know, more content at the end. You know, you had strikes, you had raids, you had the Crucible. You know, you could play in the multiplayer and stuff. So it's like, I don't understand. Like, what were they thinking when they decided to charge you $40 for the damn thing?
I mean, you have to give them some credit. They are pretty smart with the time frame which they brought it out. People were just hungry for something, so they bought it.
Yo, Baines, here's the deal. See, I heard what All Day said, and one of the things he said is like he lets his crew go out there and you know, do what they got to do. First of all, there is no golden tire type thing. Everything is every mission is pretty much a defense type mission, and it's up to you to make it creative. All right, like
it's up to you to prevent forest fires.
Hold on, check this out. This is one thing you guys gotta remember, man. What? I've been drawing since I was 4 years old. Like I have like that artist side to me, right? And for me to be able to go in and do a mission, yeah, the mission is repetitive to a certain extent, but I'll make it different. I'll start. I'll put traps in different places, try new things, build things differently. And a lot of the game it deals with you.
Question.
Well,
let me ask you a question. So, okay, this is, I don't know if I'm crazy, but this is what I
You are crazy, but go ahead, man.
Crazy, but look, in the game, right? Like, I don't know if you guys play Orc versus, or was it Orcs Must Die? Remember that game?
Orcs Must Die.
I heard a lot about it.
Game. That game's dope, right? Because you actually get to see your traps getting used. Now, the problem with this game is when those waves of enemies are coming, like, everybody might kill them before they get to your traps. You hardly ever see them get zapped, barely, because everybody's shooting. So that kind of let me down a little bit. I want to see the traps get.
Well, that's because you're only in the first level as well. Yo, shit gets really escalated the deeper that you get into it. Before you know it, do you remember the gameplay trailers that you saw? I know Baines, I know Dark saw them. Like when you saw just huge numbers of husks coming after you, coming down the road and stuff like that. That is in the game, but in that first level, it's basically they're giving you a chance to upgrade to the point, upgrade everything to a certain point. You have a lot of different things. Like I said, you have a resource tier, skill tier. You can upgrade your heroes, you can upgrade your survivors, your traps, everything, right? So they're giving you a chance with that first level to get everything kind of configured. You know what I'm saying? From what I heard from my friends getting onto the Storm Shield 2 through 4, it's absolutely bananas. And I'm waiting to actually get there. I spend a lot of my time in other people's worlds, like Snap's world, and I'll help defend her shield and stuff like that. And another cool aspect is all the resources and stuff that you gather when you're out, they go with you. So I could get a whole bunch of metal over in her world, come back over and dump it into my Storm Shield real quick, go back out and join another party. There's a lot that's there. Now you're right. The missions are, repetitive. There's a few of them that they kind of rotate, but you're missing the exploration aspect of it as well. To go through the town, you can literally destroy everything and collect resources from.
How many times do you do that before you're done?
How many times do I have to? I'm still live in it though, man.
How many times do you have to break a car to realize this is not fun anymore?
But they have stuff hidden throughout the world as well. They have hidden chests, they literally have hidden basements where you'll see a crack in the wall with a little you peek through it and there's another room over there and you just break it down and all of a sudden there's a room with 3 chests in it that give you an epic weapon and stuff like that. So there's stuff planted.
Now, when you get that weapon, the epic weapon, right? When you get it, doesn't it deteriorate and you lose it forever, right?
Yes, you do.
Trash.
Well,
see, I agree on that because Zelda did that, and guess what? That fucking game pissed me right the fuck off because it deteriorates and you can't get it back. Like if you get a legendary sword, you freaking lose the sword right away and then you can't get it back. It's like,
all right, there's an added level to Fortnite. Yeah, if you find the weapons in the map, if you find that treasure chest, you're able to use that weapon until it breaks, right? But when you upgrade and you get skill points, you're earning these pinatas called llamas, right? When they have weapons in the llamas, they're actually schematics. So anytime your weapon is about to break,
so you can always build it again, right?
You can always build it again.
Okay. Well, that kind of makes up for it. Okay. All right. All right, bot. All right.
Yo, in the end,
you the game's surrendered to him? How dare you?
Me and All Day are cool as shit, man.
Just from the weapons.
But yo, at the end of the day, not everybody's gonna like the game. I don't think there's any game out there to which everybody likes, but there is stuff out there for people who like to explore. People like to constantly upgrade stuff, and when you upgrade things, it'll change visually, even your heroes, everything like that. And I like that. Being an artist, I don't want to just be like, oh yeah, I got Evolution 2 Ninja, but it looks the same as my Evolution 1.
I think it's just a straight ITM game. It's in the mood game. You know what I mean? It's most definitely. It's gonna, when you feel like building something, I'd much rather play Fortnite than play Minecraft. That's a fact.
I don't know. I'm having fun with it, man.
You enjoy that, bot.
Yo, but I have a lot of people. I look on my friends list, and man, they are killing that game right now, yo.
Yeah, I got a couple losers on my friends list playing and no life in it too. I want to send him a couple hate messages. I might do it today. Thanks, Bob, for reminding me.
Yo, remember my live is Xbot448. I'll be waiting for that message, man.
You know what the sad thing is that's coming from the most pettiest fucking gamer I've ever met in my entire
That's
life.
why he's complaining about it, because he's petty as shit, yo.
Yeah, I fucking hate everything. Fuck Halo.
How much longevity do you guys think this game will have? Like, we're coming into
that's tough.
Longevity. Honestly, at the end of the month, I think it's gonna be done. I think as soon as Destiny 2 comes out, it's gonna be over.
Abandoned ship. People gonna be gone,
everybody's gonna be playing Destiny 2 and getting into that. So,
and stemming from that, since we would probably all agree that, you know, come September it's probably really going to be dead for a minute. Do you guys still don't feel some type of way for paying that money for something that's going to be free to play next year?
No, because you got believers like me and Bot that believed in the game and, you know, want to see what it was about. But honestly, bro, oh God, I really hope they had like a free beta so I can just see what I'm getting into. Besides dropping that $40, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know, just they could have did an alpha. I don't see why they could have. You know,
right.
So I don't know. I don't know. Just gotta make more wiser decisions in life. Shit.
But yeah, it's done. I mean, 500,000. It's done pretty good numbers. So apparently, a lot of people are.
Yo, guys, there's gonna be a player base on this game until it goes free to play, and then when it goes free to play, they're gonna have even kind of like people kind of just testing it out, going in there and playing it as well. I have a feeling there's gonna be a community for this game for a while, especially I've seen a couple like Twitch streamers, a couple YouTubers get in on making this a regular playlist in streaming this game. If that gets bigger, it's all done. Like it'll have the legs to go through until free to play. And then with free to play, you're going to get another infusion of people. And then you're going to get like a bunch of people who like it and a bunch of people who don't. But that's going to continue the life of that game. So I have a feeling there's going to be a community for this game for a while. I already got my $40 worth, to be really honest with you.
Does this not concern you guys, though, that other publishers will look at this and say, these guys just paid $40 all the way up to $150 for a beta, something that we're providing them, like say Destiny 2 or War or Call of Duty or whatever other game. We're telling them they can play our beta for free. So why don't we just charge somebody maybe $5-10 to play the beta? Like, you don't think that this could start some type of trend like that?
It could.
Oh, it definitely can, and that's definitely a concern, man. Anytime something is successful, right, and there's money being exchanged, you know other companies are looking at it.
Right.
And that in the future, I think so. I don't think it would happen right away. I even though 500,000, you know, the first day is really
an eye-opener.
That's really good for this thing, but it's not good enough for Call of Duty to just be like, all right, well, now my next beta is going to be like $5-10 or something like that. People have gotten used to that whole thing with that game. This is a brand new game coming from Epic Games and stuff like that. I don't think it's going to hook in like very fast, but it's possible to hook in for the future. And then, you know, we're going to have to start when it becomes a trend, then we'll probably have to start saying something. You know what I'm saying? Right. As far as right now, I feel like I got my $40 worth. I'm going to be playing this game for over a year before it becomes free to play. I've been hearing things like it's going to go free to play in November of 2018. Mm-hmm. So like for over a year, I paid $40 for a title that, will go free to play in 2018, but I'm having fun with it right now. Yeah. It's like, I feel like I invested in it right now. It's not perfect. You know, there are points in time where, you know, the game semi-freezes on me. It's never freeze to the point where I had to back out and go back in, but there's been issues, performance issues within the game, especially since the last update. It seems like there's more performance issues, but like All Day said, there is opportunity here to have like limited edition quests and, you know, timed events and stuff like that. So with all that being said, it looks like there's going to be people on this for a while, but I hope it doesn't become a trend for like every single game.
Nah, it's just you.
Just me? I'll be there by myself. I'll be protecting everybody's fort by myself.
All right, we beat Fortnite to death. Let's move on. Forza is getting the regalia from Final Fantasy 15. What do you guys think about that? That Forza is a great game. They keep, bringing different stuff. That game was great in and of itself.
They keep bringing imaginary cars,
but don't bring in a car that's dog shit. All right, the regalia was dog shit in Final Fantasy. People didn't even watch it. People didn't even use that goddamn thing. They didn't even drive it at all. You couldn't drive it because if you drive it, it is a beautiful car. But if you drove it, it was on rails, so it was just like there was no point.
Yeah.
So if I don't know why they're bringing it to Forza, but I mean, I guess I'll try it out just to see if it's any good. But I don't think it's going to be fast at all.
I just think they just did that as a ploy, just to have people role play.
Right.
They want to role play, on a Hot Wheels track using Final Fantasy characters. Yeah, I don't know. It's a cool little feature, but I mean, Final Fantasy 15 is getting a X1X patch, right? So I think that's just bringing more attention to the franchise.
Yeah,
so that's cool. You know what I mean? Whatever. I'll never drive it, but I mean, some people out there that might want to. You know what I mean?
I want to try it out.
Yeah, try it out.
Am I the only one concerned about the Horizon series now? Am I the only one?
For what? What are you talking
Tell me
about?
your concern.
All right, now check this out. I wasn't a big fan of the Hot Wheels expansion. All right. To me,
you're a bum.
All day cannot finish, man.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
All right, check this out. When it came to the Hot Wheels expansion, I've been playing it and stuff like that. I actually like the original game of Horizon 3 better. And the thing is, when I'm looking at these Hot Wheel tracks and I'm seeing these Hot Wheel cars and stuff, I'm thinking full arcade. That's not what Horizon is, though. Horizon is a mixture between simulation and arcade, right? Mm-hmm. So now you have these Hot Wheel cars that don't exist in real life. You know what I'm saying? But they're putting real life kind of like physics into it. To me, that doesn't make any sense. Now, of course, Final Fantasy 15, when it comes to this car, it's a promotion type thing. I get that. But the more and more that they put in fantasy cars that don't exist, the more and more they're pushing me away from that franchise, because I love having the fact of having the Ferraris and the Audis and stuff in an open world race where, yes, it's not all simulation, but there is something to go back to life, back to real life and compare it to, right?
I think that's what the Horizon series is for.
But Horizon series is simulation / arcade. But the first Horizon,
arcade, right? You said arcade, so that means that they're going to put a lot of crazy stuff in there.
All right, so you're focusing on the arcade part, but you're only listening to half of the title. Simulation / arcade.
Hey,
how can you put any simulation aspect on a fake car?
Hey, but
the only simulation portion of Horizon is the little car damage that you have. That's about it.
Well,
no, suspension, everything, man.
Suspension, everything, yeah. But I got one word that just kill your whole argument, bro. It's called a garage. You have choices. You don't have to drive that shit. You can drive.
Well, I don't want to race. I don't want to race against fictional cars either.
You don't have to.
You don't have to.
I doubt you.
You tell other people what to pick. Yo, you can't pick that fucking car. It don't exist.
Well, you can lock it down by class, can't you? And when you go online, right?
Yeah, but people hook up those imaginary cars to every single fucking class. Yeah.
Well, don't play online then.
But we're getting off track here. What I'm saying is, at the heart, at the core of Horizon was car fanatics and music, was car life and music, right? That was what was based off the original Horizon. They expanded it more with Horizon 2. That, like, keep the heart of your game in the game.
Well, let me ask you a question. How did you feel when they put the fucking Warhog in the game? You loved that, didn't you?
It was okay. I hardly use it.
You see?
No,
of course. He loves that.
Hold on. I said it was okay. I do my, like, I don't race it. You know, I made my own kind of like bucket list thing with the Warthog, and that was it. That's pretty much what I did with it. It's a trophy car in my garage.
You went as far to make a bucket list for it, so
I'm gonna tell you,
extremity.
I play Horizon just because it is miles away to me from the motorsport series, because I don't like just going around in a circle like that. That doesn't appeal to me.
Right. Well, that's the thing. Forza is not the Horizon series is not a normal racer. It's not a simulator. It's definitely supposed to be more fun.
It's part simulator.
It is, but you got to remember
guys are
they
ignoring
added
that.
the Hot Wheels. They added Blizzard Mountain. What did they add in Horizon 2? They added Fast and the Furious. All those cars are real.
Yeah, they actually put nitrous. They actually put nitrous in the cars. Oh, that is something I can compare to real life.
Right, but I mean, are you going to actually ever use nitrous in real life? No.
The Horizon series gives Forza the chance to be a video game, basically, and that's why they're putting a lot of this other stuff in there.
See,
that's why I can say, like, yeah, that's cool.
Here's the deal, and I know, like, a lot of times my opinions aren't popular. I understand that. I have a tendency to look at things with common sense. I got pumped with the original Forza Horizon just for what they said the game was about. And I feel like the more and more that they put these imaginary cars and Hot Wheel tracks into the Horizon series, the more and more they're pulling away from what they started this franchise for. Now, people are talking about how, Microsoft needs more studios and stuff like that. Tell me why they can't have the simulation with Motorsport, the simulation arcade with Horizon, and then make a full arcade title as well. You see what I'm saying? All of them would sell. All of them would sell. Why can't they do that? Like, I have a feeling I feel they are watering down the Horizon franchise. They are like moving away further and further from what they made this game for. And they shouldn't have a single problem breaking off another studio, have Turn 10 working with them, even have Turn 10 and Playground kind of working with them as well. Make a 3 franchise kind of like collective of Forza.
You don't think that'd be a little bit too much though, Bob?
No, why would it be too much, man?
I don't know, man. I just don't. I mean, like I said, the Horizon series is the only reason I play. Like, I don't really like racers like that, and the reason.
And you're a specific type. You're a specific type of gamer. I'm looking broader than that. All right, I know what I like as well, and I know I talked about a lot of what I like when it came to the Horizon series. But I know there are a lot of gamers out there that remember the first Forza Horizon and what they were dedicated to. All right. And like I said, when they came out with this Hot Wheels expansion, it pushed it further away from what they were dedicated to. All right. So if you want to go ahead and make an arcade racer, make a new franchise.
So you didn't like Cocaine Mountain? You like Cocaine Mountain?
Cocaine Mountain? What? That had to deal with, there's races in the snow. There's like dirt rally races in the snow and stuff like that all the time. So that there's something in real life to base that off of. When was the last time, like, you saw a full Hot Wheel track with like 12 cars racing on it?
You gotta think about it though, but like in some of those areas, you're jumping off of cliffs and you're jumping like way over. You're not doing that in real life.
No, so, you're not. But you're doing it in a car that you can represent in real life. Therefore, it is simulation / arcade. You see what I'm saying? See, when you start making these imaginary cars and putting them on bright orange paths that do loop-de-loops and shit like that, you're taking that simulation and you're pushing it to the left and you're focusing straight on arcade. If that's the case, make a full arcade title.
I feel you, but that Hot Wheels expansion was pretty beast to me, man. Like,
I mean, look at Blizzard Mountain. I mean, is that technically real? Because I mean.
Yeah, but we just said that it's still based off something that is represented in real life as well, though. You know what I'm saying? Because you have rally races in the mud. You also have rally races in the snow and all that good stuff as well. So there's something that you can base in real life. Therefore, it is simulation / arcade. All right? but I have not seen a race on TV that had a bright orange track with loop-de-loops and shit like that. That is full arcade.
Why are you getting
right
all
there.
upset for, man? It's all fun and games and shit.
Dude, I'm saying this with a smile on my face. I don't know what you're talking. I'm Italian, man. We like to argue.
I know you guys yell.
Yes. Yo, I'm using my hands all over the place. If I was on cam right now, it'd be crazy, man.
I feel you though, but I just don't. I guess with the Horizon series, I just really don't see the harm in it. If they started bringing that stuff into the Motorsport series, then I would feel you.
Well, see, you know what the harm in it is? Is gamers like me who were there from the beginning, who bought who bought into what they were talking about with the franchise.
I bet you bought gamers. I mean, people who are thinking along the same lines of you. They're not plentiful. Like a lot of people like what they're doing with the Horizon series.
Yeah. Well, the casual gamer is the biggest group out there. I mean, let's be honest, and you know, these companies definitely want to grab the casual gamer.
Let's face it, you're speaking from a point of somebody who's like really passionate and who's been there from the beginning. You know what I'm saying, and who kind of wants to keep that. You got to remember, like, there's a lot of people that Forza Horizon 3 brought them into this series. You know what I'm saying? So they're really enjoying what's going on now, and they want more of it. So
yeah, no, I understand that, man. I understand, but see, the thing is, like, I feel they opened that box for themselves by offering this, by introducing this anyway. And I am not saying anything to the gamers that enjoy it, right? I'm talking to the developers who started the franchise. Is who I'm talking to. You said something. You said what the heart of this franchise was with the original Horizon. You expanded on that in Horizon 2, right?
Right.
But you kept the heart there. Now, when it came to Horizon 3, it started out great, and then they added Blizzard Mountain. Again, like I said, something that you can point to a real life event and say, yeah, this is that over here. And then all of a sudden, they just went absolutely fucking nuts.
Yeah. Well, you got to remember, the Forza series as a whole is a niche title, okay?
Oh, you're
hey, man, we got to move on.
No, we're run over by Power Wheels again, man. I swear.
We're not going there. Next topic. Hellblade goes gold. Anybody on the panel picking up Hellblade?
Day one.
Fucking boy.
Yeah,
Day one
for me.
See, this is where we're gonna differ here. I'm not. Oh God, this game, it looks cool, but like, why is it
7 hours
fucking dark? Like, I don't understand.
Psychosis is fucking dark.
Exactly.
It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. I'm not interested.
Dark, weren't you talking like a little while ago about a game that just didn't give you enough content or anything like that? My biggest concern with Hellblade is what Ninja Theory has said about this game. They want to try to offer a AAA experience, but kind of like half of a AAA game to be able to lower the price or whatnot.
I mean, 7 hours is good. Man.
Yeah,
that's a lot of content there.
Yeah,
you know, look at Order 1886. That was only like 6 hours, 5 hours long.
That game was trash,
and you only had to pay $60 for it though. You had to pay $60 for it.
Quantum Break was Quantum Break was really like a 7-8 hour game.
Yeah,
and it was not trash.
And you had to pay $60 for that.
And you paid $60 for that. Yeah, right. So,
like I said, I'm concerned
7 hours for $29. I think it is. And plus, I mean, I've been following the the development, the diary that they've been.
So have I.
Yeah, and I mean, it looks good, man. It looks really good.
Dude, I said I'm concerned. Like I could be concerned and still interested. I'm interested in this. From seeing
you can't have it both ways, Bot.
No. You can be concerned. But all right, I'm concerned because I haven't played the game yet. I'm concerned with what they said about what they're trying to offer. But what interests me is how much actual research they did with Psychosis in order to represent it like in a video game. What they did there is absolutely outstanding. It is what interests me to that.
To talk to them about what was going, what somebody would actually,
what they heard, what they saw, how they felt, and they're trying to represent that. video game.
And that's I'm excited to see how that plays out in the game.
Mhm.
I didn't realize that it was set in a psychosis psychosis state.
Yeah,
All right, Dark, I'm gonna take you under
I
my
didn't know
wing.
I didn't know that. I didn't
We're
know
gonna
that.
teach you stuff, man.
I mean, I guess I just didn't read about it somewhere. I mean, I just was like, I don't know. I was like, at first I was like, man, this game looks cool because, you know, I love Ninja Theory. I like their games. I played Enslaved, Journey to the West. I loved Heavenly Sword. Heavenly Sword was probably like one of the best games on the
Kung Fu
PlayStation.
Chaos. Kung Fu Chaos.
Yeah, but it was a fun game though, right? I mean, you had a lot of fun with it. But you know, this game I'm just kind of like iffy on it because they're saying you know they want to give you a AAA experience for half the price, but it's like
oh my goodness.
Come on, guys. That is a little like, well, what the hell do you mean by that? And we're not really gonna know until the game is
hours. I'm worried about the story in the game like itself. Like the hours of the game is fine. I don't mind, you know, like I said it about Little Nightmares, but I mean at least the game wrapped up with a good ending and it started off really good and it kept me engaged. I'm just worried that this game won't keep me engaged, you know.
Right. I mean, it's a valid concern to say that, you know, when somebody says I want to give you a AAA experience, and when we think AAA, we just think something big and massive. You know what I'm saying? When they want to give you that type of experience for, you know, half the cost. I mean, that's a valid, you know, concern. But like I said, if following these developer diaries, it just didn't seem like it's going to be half-assed. Like they put work into this. You know what I'm saying? They built up a nice immersive world, and then you're dealing with the psychosis with this main character. It seems like it's going to make it even better, you know. So
see what I think Dark was trying to say is, man, upon release date, it's like sitting at the table for dinner. Now, you pick up the game, like that's putting food on your plate right in front of you. By the time you're done with the game, are you still gonna be hungry? Like, where the fuck's my seconds? Or are you gonna feel like you actually were filled by it? And I know what you're saying, Baines, with all the research and stuff that they did, but they can do that and really represent the whole psychosis thing well. And then all of a sudden, when you get to the end of the game, you don't even know what the end of the game is, right? It's one of those things where you go and say you beat a final boss. Like, I think Dark's concerned with like, well, that's it. I mean, that was a great story up to there, but now they just this is where they're leaving me.
Even a lot of AAA experiences leave us at the end of the game thinking that's it. Like that's the ending you give me after going
Halo 2.
Halo 2.
Yeah. So, I mean, you kind of have to throw that concern out too, because you could say the same thing with a lot of games.
Oh, dude, I was pissed. Yo, the end of Halo 2, I almost broke my game, dude. You have no idea. I was like, that's fucking it. Like, oh man, I was.
You don't like
mad.
the ending of Halo 2? Oh, come on, man.
Dude, see, unlike you, which you were probably in diapers when it came out. Like, I was actually there.
Get out of here.
Experience it.
I was in high school when that game came out. Get out of here, man.
I didn't say about where you were in school. I just said you were in diapers, man.
I guess compared to you, old man, I was in diapers.
Hey, all day. You've been leaving me fighting this Hellblade battle by myself, man.
Hey, man.
I know, he's been quiet.
Hey, Hellblade. I was enjoying this malt liquor beverage. Hellblade looks dope. I mean, hey, you know what I mean? It's going to be good. I don't think it's going to be bad, especially with, I don't know. I just feel like them making a cheaper game, making it shorter. I believe that they can add more development time for DLC and making that cheaper as well, and making that
free.
Maybe free. I don't know, but I'm just saying it probably will be more frequent since the game's it's not costing a lot of money to do. Even though you know their money is more than ours, of course. But I'm just saying, like, it's not costing $10 million. You know, they could probably support the game heavily throughout its life cycle. So. You know, I think it's gonna be good. It's a good thing, man. $40 for a dope little experience if it's good, you know. So,
and
well, that's why I have Baines here.
We caught ourselves saying this generation that we're tired of like these open world games, these so massive games that's padded with, you know, ridiculous, just stupid content in between where you need to get from point A to point B. We want a linear experience where here you go. Here's a linear experience, 7 hours, and it's $30.
You know, I definitely like what All Day said about the possibility of DLC coming quicker, possibly cheaper, possibly free. That would be awesome. You know, when it comes to this game, I guess in the end you're not going to find out until you see. But there is one thing that this game has got me pumped for, and that is for Ninja Theory in and of themselves as a development team. They are a very talented development team. And for people who don't know, they are the development team behind DMC, all right, which was kind of like the reboot to Devil May Cry. Now, the thing was, when they worked on that game, they took a huge PR hit because they started making fun of the original Devil May Cry series, right?
Yeah.
And like, I'm a big fan of the reboot. I love that DMC game. Like, I have a lot of fun with that. I thought they did a great job with the combat and everything. But, man, what they said about the original Devil May Cry, like, really put a dark cloud over that development team's head, which now looks like with what they're doing with Hellblade.
Let the audience know. What did they say?
They basically said that their Dante was a better Dante than the original. They said that basically they said that their game is 100 times better than the original series. They even put in the game where their Dante, for people who don't know, DMC, he had dark hair. He kind of looked like a punkish character, right? In the very first level, there was a store that kind of blew up next to him, and a white wig fell on his head, right, to represent like the old Dante. He pulled it off, threw it on the ground, and said, "Not a fucking chance." Like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, like they went in hard on it, and they caught a backlash. But with this Hellblade that's coming out, and the hype around it, I think they finally got away from that. You know what I'm saying? And they're not being looked at for what they did with DMC anymore. Which DMC was a awesome game. I loved it, but I was also one of those people that didn't necessarily get into the original Devil May Cry that much either. So I didn't give a fuck what they said about the old games. You know what I'm saying? But they caught a huge PR backlash, and now it seems like they finally, outlived that backlash, which is good because they're a talented team.
Well, they also, to speak on Devil May Cry, with the DMC reboot that Ninja Theory did, they kind of took it in and made it their own, and actually made it more into an action game than the original series, because the original series was kind of more God of War-esque with the camera angles and just being on a fixed camera. And people loved that for that time, but I think with nowadays being on fixed camera is just kind of it's outdated. We have to be on be able to control our camera and look around and see what's in our you want to have
the best perspective.
Yeah, exactly. And I think with Ninja Theory, they did a great job. Like, the camera in DMC was awesome. I never really got stuck on a wall, was stuck staring at the floor. You know how sometimes when you have kind of like that rotating camera aspect and you can move the camera around, sometimes it kind of floats over into the corner and gets stuck and it starts like juddering and shit like that. None of that in Devil May Cry. Like, it was a smooth experience all the way through for me. So, I kind of like that with what they're doing with God of War as well, because I started playing God of War 3 Remastered, and having that fixed camera, it is a pain in the ass sometimes, man, because when I want to go back and grab, some more health or something that I left because I was full at one point in time, like, sometimes it's a pain in the ass. I'll fall off a cliff or something like that just because the way the camera angle is. So I'm actually glad that they're changing that with God of War as well.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I think I'm going to get more into this God of War than I did with the last 3.
Yeah. All right. Well, Ninja Theory, Hellblade, out August 8th. Check it out. Next up, Wolfenstein 2. They've already come out and started discussing, their DLC that they're gonna have. They're gonna have four different DLCs that come.
Here we go.
They're gonna take the perspective of different characters. So, have you guys looked at their DLC? One thing I think is good about this is that at least they're telling you what's going to be in the DLC or the expansion before you get it. And also, from what I've seen, the price is pretty decent for it too.
What is it priced at?
The article said like 17.99, but I think that was that may have been euro or something, but it's not that expensive.
Yeah, that's the thing. With the DLC, there's 4 of them, so we're gonna be able to play as different characters. We're also, if they're anything like the Old Blood, which was a DLC for the original Wolfenstein New Order, they're gonna be great, man. They might even be better than the actual game itself. The actual New Colossus. So I'm excited. I think it's a good thing that they're doing something like this, and they're taking you into different perspectives of different characters and things like that. And if they're if they do stick to more of that Old Blood feel in terms of like gameplay and length, because Old Blood was like what, for 5-6 hours long. So we're getting all these DLCs plus the game for maybe under $100, and the game's probably going to be long. It's probably going to be like 20-30 hours long, by the time we're done with it, if we get all the DLC with it as well. So I think it's going to be awesome, man. I'm excited. Plus, I love Wolfenstein, so I'm definitely
picking that up. And pre-ordering the game gets you one of the portions of the DLC automatically
for free, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's a plus right there. So you're going to be probably spending a lot less for this DLC, and they might actually have like a season pass or something like that, where you can pay like a set price and only get and get the whole entire DLC plus the game for.
And Bethesda has a pretty decent track record with their DLC either way, right? Like if you look at
usually,
the whole of their games. So for that price, and it is $17.99, but that's euros. I don't know exactly what that.
So it probably might be 20 for us, probably.
So it's like $20 for us.
$20. Yeah. Well, Old Blood was $20, and look at how much content that game had. So we'll see. I mean, they've always had kind of a good track record with their games.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Doom hasn't got any DLC single player stuff, have they?
No, they've only got
not single player
stuff.
Only multiplayer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I guess that would be the outlier.
But yeah, I don't think anybody has to worry with the DLC for Wolfenstein. Wolfenstein is a great title. It's a great franchise.
Right.
They're gonna do numbers. They're gonna do. I mean, the DLC is gonna be great. Playing the different perspective. Because honestly, when you play the first game, those characters they kind of held some weight. Like they're not just
right.
Yeah,
they're not like just some average. Hey, go to the left. I need to find I lost my wedding ring. Can you find it, please? There's none of that shit. I mean, these characters actually care about them. You know what I mean? So
it sounds like all day was playing Horizon.
Oh, right.
You know what? Let's not bring Horizon into this, okay, guys? All right.
I like Horizon, man. What are you talking about? But I could still say what some of those missions are, though.
Okay, the rooms are still tender.
You didn't like the game?
Well, when Mooch was on, he kind of denounced the game and kind of put it in its place, and we were like, the wounds are still there.
Horizon's great game. This is gonna be a great game, and that DLC you get four different perspectives for what, $20, and like I said, you get one of them for free with the DLC. Wolfenstein all together with this first one and the Old Blood. I mean, they have a good track record. Like All Day said, the characters are deep. So I think it's it'll more than likely be well worth it. So Wolfenstein 2 DLC, check that out. We're gonna move on. Cold Vein. There was an article released that it was basically they were talking to the developer, and he was saying this is we all know this is anime, and he was saying like this is not just going to be another Dark Souls-esque, here we go with that again type game, right? They're going to have like the combat is going to be vastly different, even though it may be kind of tough. Have you guys looked at any more of Cold Vein? We know it's coming to Xbox also.
I mean, the only real thing that he was talking about was basically the fact that the characters are going to be vampires. You're going to have to suck blood and things like that. But once you suck blood, you develop gifts that allow you to run faster or jump higher or do certain things to, kind of
like temporary power-ups, or
temporary power-ups. Yeah, basically temporary power-ups. And I was like, is that really enough? Is that really enough to kind of warrant you to buy this game?
The whole art style is completely different, which interests me. I mean, it's anime. So
yeah, it's anime, but it's anime Dark Souls, man. It's still going to be Dark Souls. It's going to still be considered a runner-up against Dark Souls. No matter how much.
That's because the social media, because the community is kind of like promoting it that way, though. Mm-hmm. But with that aspect of being able to use these temporary power-ups, that could change the absolute pacing of the game as a whole. That could be something totally new. Like when it comes
on paper, it doesn't sound cool enough. It sounds like it just complacent. Yeah. It sounds complacent as fuck. Like, hey, I'm gonna suck your blood and be able to jump higher. Cool. Like that's not enough. I need more than that. You know what I mean? Like if you can, maybe if they give you different buffs that you can't already get yourself, or maybe if you have none, I can see how it might help you progress to a level a little bit better or have a little bit more fun. But that's not a fucking a stamp of purchase. You know what I mean? Like, I'll suck your blood and I get 10% health bonus. No,
actually, hearing that, like, I saw Code Vein at E3 when up on the Microsoft stage. And I was like, oh, that looks pretty interesting or whatnot. But with hearing that aspect of it and how it could actually change, like I said, the pace of the game. If you could speed up the pace of the game enough, it can change the entire like framework of the gameplay for that point in time. So I'm actually more interested now since Dark said that than I was before.
I'm more interested in how about sucking someone's blood and just killing them in a gruesome way. Like that's cool enough for me.
Like in
that's probably going to be in there too, since they have the
vampire. That's going to be nice
to do that.
Right. Just hope it doesn't go to a fucking cutscene like Deus Ex. Trash. Game fucking sucks.
Hey, I like Mankind Divided, dang it.
Oh, God. Hey, look at some guys right here serving smack.
I will agree with you. The cutscenes were a little too much.
Yeah, like I can't do this myself. Like, is it that hard to fucking snap a neck? Seriously?
Yeah,
I have to wait for a cutscene to be done? Fuck out of here. But now, Code Vein, you know what? I tip my hat to Variety. Let them do their thing. They need, Microsoft needs, these type of games to reel other people in that wouldn't necessarily buy it on this system anyway. So,
right.
plus for A for effort, I guess. I'll see when it comes. There's just too much shit coming out to worry about. No fucking Code Vein. Seriously. Like, come on.
You don't have to worry about that until next year, though, man.
So, next year? The time frame? Like,
but damn, I would say next year, early next year, God of War, Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, we got so many other games, man. It's going to be hard for this.
You got Voodoo Vince 2? I mean, come on.
Oh, dude.
Really?
Oh, God. Don't get these guys.
Don't get me pumped for that, man. Voodoo Vince is the shit, yo.
Fuck that.
You are a bot, man.
Dude, I love that shit, man. Yo, I want a Voodoo Vince like plushie, shit, man.
Oh man, I love that shit, bro.
Do I sound like that? Do I really?
Yeah.
Nah, man.
Come on, Gil, Gark, you gotta tell me what's going on, people. You gotta do that, man.
What's going on, people?
Oh my goodness. All right, let's go and move on.
Grab Mickey's nuts right there, man.
Midnight Club, the remaster has been leaked.
Oh God!
Apparently, some tester was playing it, and he messed around and played online, and some of his footage got caught, and so they put it up on Reddit. I think that's what the article was saying. What do you guys think about a Midnight Club remaster?
The first Midnight Club fucking sucked.
Thank you.
Are you kidding me?
Thank you all day.
I can see if it was the dub edition, one of the best Midnight Clubs ever made. But I mean,
LA,
dude, like. Come on, the remaster of that, like, bruh, like a remaster, like, just make it okay. The last game was so trash, like, that game was horrible. Why the fuck you guys wouldn't want to improve on the franchise, and make a whole new game? You want to remaster?
Say Los Angeles was trash?
Bot, are you alive?
Dude, that's one of the games I played the most on my 360, man.
No, LA was dope, dude.
LA was shit.
What?
Yeah, it was.
What? Are you crazy?
Dub edition was good too. Dub Edition was probably the best one, but I mean, LA
Dude, that has to be
really good.
LA. Probably had the worst rubber banding in Eraser. Period.
Oh my god! All day I'm about to fucking cut your
Dude,
mic, dude.
are you serious? The rubber banding wasn't like. Are you serious? You'll be in first place the whole time. Fucking the third lap, he'll pass you at the end.
Well, maybe you should stop sucking at the game. Then you'll.
Oh man, I'm a beast at that game, bro. I played that game like nonstop. Dub Edition with that Los Angeles. Hey, Trevor, you want to
I
come
was
race?
talking about. I was talking about Dub. I was talking about freaking LA.
This just sucks. Jesus, come on, man. Like for real. Like, so you saying LA is better than Dub?
No.
Oh, okay.
Definitely not.
Thank you. Jesus Christ. All right. I give your wallet back. Here you go.
Damn.
Nah, I mean,
As long as you bring a hot pocket with that,
right? What you want? Pepperoni and cheese, ham and cheese, what?
Pepperoni
Nah,
and cheese.
but I mean, it's cool, I guess. I mean, it did have that super tuner Japanese type of feel to the first one. I do remember that much. But I mean, it's just at the time, Gran Turismo was such at its highest, potential at that time. So I didn't really care too much for it. We were playing GTA 3 at the time. I think it came around that time, didn't it? GTA, Grand Theft Auto 3.
Yeah.
We were too into that. So, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, people, as long as it's $20, not asking for too much. Maybe some people might tickle a nostalgic bone, but it is what it is.
Right. All right. Anybody else on Midnight Club Remaster?
Nah, man. I mean, it's a good thing that they're doing it, but I mean, why are they doing the first one? Like all Dave said, they should have done Dub or something from the 360 era or even from the original Xbox era. Better than the first one at least.
All right. Well, we're gonna Bot. You got anything? Midnight Club remix going once, going twice. All right, we're moving on. Arc is the Arc full release has been pushed back.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'll tackle this one again. Let's go. I'm on a fucking roll. Might as well keep going. Now, these fucking games stay in preview for 10 years. What does it matter about the full release? Who cares?
Exactly.
You keep your game in game preview so all the bugs and all the problems with the games are passable. You know what I mean? I get it, right? You pay for early access, you get to play the game. They'll pacify you with patches. I get it. The full release, I heard a lot of promising things. I mean, it getting delayed till when? August or September?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, September.
And when was the original?
Well, August 29th. I'm sorry, August 29th.
Do they realize that like maybe a week or two after that, Destiny 2 comes out? Like, come on.
But I guess they feel they got a big enough player base already. So
yeah, but still, I mean, I don't know.
And it was delayed because of some type of certification issues, and and with that, with just getting their certification, it's pushing them back with pressing the retail copy and getting that out. So that was their reasoning.
Yeah, I mean, guess what, guys? H1Z1 is still in game preview. Within 5 years, 4 years.
That's true.
So I think people don't care, honestly. I think people bought the game preview. They know what they're getting themselves into. They enjoy the game, and that's that. I think, a full launch release is good. It means your game is done, and hopefully we'll stop seeing some of the issues we see in these survival games. But it's kind of the norm now. You know what I mean? So big deal.
Right. True. Right. Bot, you there? Bot.
I think he's.
Snaps is holding him by the fucking ankles right now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, next topic. EA CEO came out on their conference call and he was talking about how the delay of Red Dead Redemption 2 is good for the industry. And also Ubisoft's CEO came out and said the same thing, basically the same thing on their conference call.
Well, I think the reason why they said this is because basically their games were coming to come out at the same time as that game is coming. So it's like
it's good financially for our fiscal year. Right. And I was like, whoa.
Exactly. The hell all day talking shit for, man? I got a family with 3 kids and a wife. Yeah,
I thought they were like 17 kids, man. I thought they were just Pop it
Only
out
three
one
that I
after
know
the
of.
other.
But anyway,
It's crazy. It was just crazy to me how well, I guess not crazy, but these CEOs come out on their conference call talking about basically saying in, not so many words like, whew, we so glad that Red Dead Redemption 2 didn't come out because it's helping us. Like some of our games to be able to breathe now that this game's not coming out. And that just
that's a bad thing.
Impact of that type of a game. You know what I'm saying? Like that's Red Dead Redemption is a beast.
Dude, not for anything, but if you were working at EA and you were in charge of monitoring the gaming industry like that, you would be the first one in that conference call. Be like, hell yeah, it's our time.
Yeah, I'd be throwing a party. Red Dead Redemption 2 got delayed. Yes.
Right. Everybody tomorrow at noon, dress up like John Marston.
Exactly.
well, that I think when was it supposed to come out? It was supposed to come out what, September?
They said fall. Like they said fall.
Yeah. So I mean, of course these people are like giddy as fuck right now because they're like, damn, dude, we dodged a bullet, like a big ass fucking bullet, and they're like, that just means we can't come out with a game when Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out. So we know when Red Dead comes out, we're not going to be seeing much except for just that game. And I'm thinking more than likely it's probably going to come out in May because the first one I think came out around that same time frame. So I'm guaranteeing.
Damn, I ran out of coffee. Oh man. I don't know, for anybody that's getting upset that somebody from EA said this, like, you gotta remember, like, this is a business for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're EA, whether you're 343, Microsoft Studios, wherever you want to go, like, there's a business side to it. They can't all be just quote unquote gamers and be like, man, it's so upsetting that all of a sudden this one game that we really touted as our competition is actually delayed and now our games are free to be purchased at a higher extent. Like, if you're expecting these people to say that, man, you might as well just hermit yourself on a desert island somewhere or something like that, because the entire world is like that. You got to remember there's a business side to everything. I have no problem with what they said in the conference, and for people who are getting pissed off out there, just calm the fuck down and go outside for a little while.
Especially since it's Red Dead Redemption 2. I mean, it's coming, people. It's coming next year. So guess what? You're going to be able to play it, and you're probably going to have more time to play it next year.
I'm not even going to buy it. What are you talking about?
Whatever, bud.
Nah, my grandmother, hold on. Growing up, my grandmother did this to me, man. She made me hate cowboys, I swear. Like, my grandmother used to live with us, and she used to always watch, like, Bonanza and the Rifleman and stuff like that. Constantly, man. She would hog the TV. It was always Western. So I don't give two shits about cowboy stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I know a lot of people out there are excited for this game, and more power to you. You're
not excited for that? You're not excited?
I'm not a big cowboy person, man.
Oh, but you like crushing cars with your fists. All right.
I never seen a cowboy. I never seen a cowboy do that, by the way. So yeah, I am into crushing cars with my fists.
Jesus Christ, you are the candidate for Old English. I swear to God.
So you didn't play the first one at all, but
I played it a little bit. When it first became back compat, I think I got it on sale for like $10 because I wanted to see if that franchise, that game could like push me through that whole stigma that I grew up with. Mm-hmm. And like, I played it for a while. It got like interesting, but at the end of the day, like when I turn on my Xbox, I have a chance to put on Red Dead Redemption, and I always like go to something else. You know what I'm
smell
saying?
That? You guys smell that? Fraud!
Oh, yeah, I'm a fraud. All I do is play games.
Jesus, Red Dead Redemption? Oh man, we gotta have intervention.
Different strokes, man. You're over here saying Halo 5 is trash, but it's the best multiplayer of this generation.
Well, yeah, I never said the multiplayer is bad. That story, that's that story, man. But I mean, Halo 5. I mean, the multiplayer is solid. Yeah, it's one of the best shooters, this generation. So that story is dog shit.
See what they're trying to do is they're trying to set up for the future. Never mind, man. I ain't even
Oh
talking about
God, there's lore to it. Oh man.
You gotta go and read the books. It's like fucking Destiny 1 all over again, man. Come on.
Oh shit. Oh man.
Right. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, Boz fucking he writes fan fiction and yo, that's really.
I wish I wrote fan fiction. I might be able to make some money off that shit. Yo.
Hey, you might be able to, man.
All right. With that said, we're just gonna go ahead and end the show there. It seems like it's good enough now. I have to say I enjoyed it. I want to go ahead and get to everybody's outros. First, All Day.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on the show. It was fun. Hopefully I come back, later on in the year. I'll make a entrance like Shawn Michaels or something. But yeah, man, you can catch me on Twitter, AlldayDigital. Thanks for having me, man.
All right, we appreciate you being here, man. But
yo, what's up, man?
Outro.
Oh yeah, yo. I keep everything simple, man. Across the board, it's Xbot448, whether it's my YouTube channel, which if you haven't checked out yet, definitely go check out Xbot448. Xbox Live, PSN, Twitter, it's all the same. Of course, Saturday we have the next podcast coming up, and I got a little surprise for people who actually tune into that show. I reworked the visuals, man. I like to say, the next podcast is a true gamers podcast because not only are you listening to gaming news, but we also have that gameplay going for you. And we are going to make that gameplay front and center on the visual aspect. So definitely tune in this Saturday, 7 p.m. I'm also doing I'm recording a show with Jimmy Eat Rose. For people who don't know, he's on Twitter, Jimmy Eat Rose. He's one of my Halo dudes that goes in and plays Halo with me. He's got his own YouTube channel as well. And I'm going to be a special guest on his show. His show isn't live, though. It's pre-recorded. So I'm going to have to be up early on Saturday to record that. But as usual, I'm on BGST on Sundays. I'm on Coffee Casuals and Consoles on Wednesdays. I'm a part-time panelist on Crossfire and GRG. I'm just everywhere, guys. And thank you for having me, man. This was an absolute blast, yo.
Yes, sir. Glad to always have you, Bob. Artemis.
Alrighty. Well, you guys can find me on Twitter at Dark Artemis. You can also find me on Xbox at the same name. But all day, it was absolute pleasure to have both of you on tonight. It's a little bit more of All Day than Bot, because he's always on here. He's always giving me shit. So
that power wheels is coming, Dark. That power wheels.
But no, man, it was absolute blast having you guys on here tonight.
For sure, man.
Definitely, you guys can check me out tomorrow night on GRG podcast. I'll be on there, hanging out with K Mega and them.
What? That's crazy.
I know.
They don't tell me shit.
I don't know if I was supposed to say anything, but I'm gonna just say it now. But
I'm putting it out there anyway. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'll put it out there. I don't care. But yeah, man, I'm open for next week, man. I don't know what to say, man. I'm tired as fuck right now.
Yo, Dark is very hyped up for Sonic Mania as well. Yo, he could say that,
All right, with that said, I'll be your host, MBanes99, PlayStation and Xbox, and we out. Peace.
Peace.
See you, everyone.